I want to talk to you guys a little bit about baseball equipment. Specifically, this video is for T-ball families. I know when you sign up, there's all kinds of questions about what should I get and how should things fit. Let me tell you, one of the most important things is that if your kiddo has the right size equipment and the right type of equipment, they're going to feel a lot more confident and they're going to have a lot more success. So we see lots of problems when the kids get older with oversized bats and the wrong equipment. So it's really important that you buy the right size. But you're probably new to baseball and you're wondering, what is the right size? Well, here at Academy, they have the T-ball section. One of the most important things we're going to start with is your bat. So T-ball bats are here. You're going to look for something that is either 24 to 26 inches long. And these are all marked here on the end. That's the appropriate size. So if you've got a little player, look for something that's 24 inches. If you have a taller player, you can go up to 26. A lot of these are going to say approved for T-ball, which is totally fine. They don't necessarily have to have that stamp, but I think all of them do. And they're going to be priced correctly and sized correctly for what you want. Please don't spend $200 on a T-ball bat, okay? These are anywhere from $19 to, $40. And so this is the reasonable one. Lots of kids use this Rawlings. Any of these are going to be good bats, okay? So that's the bats, 24 to 26 inches. Next thing we're going to talk about are the gloves, okay? Your T-ball player is going to need something that's about 10 or 10 and a half inches. And you're going to look for something that has, if you can, find something that has a little notch that's right here. So the biggest problem we have with little T-ball kids is they can't close the glove. And these companies have come out with this thing called a Sure Catch or a Flex Close, and it allows this to close easier for your kiddo. So you're going to see also that this one says all leather shell. I'm going to tell you, after many years of kids playing through these levels, you want something that has an all leather shell. The reason why is you can use some glove oil, and this leather will take that glove oil, and that's going to make it a lot easier to break this glove in faster, so it's easier for them to close. Some of these gloves you're going to see look nice, and they kind of look like leather, but when you feel them, they kind of have a plasticky or a vinyl shell on the outside. That's not going to absorb any kind of oil, and it's going to take longer to break in. So 10 to 10 and a half inches is what you're looking for. And I'm going to give you one last piece of advice. Any ball, any glove that comes with this little foam ball inside of it, stay away from it. This is just like backyard fun, and it's not going to help your kid be successful. It's just a little junky glove. So just stay away from those. So look for the ones that are, say, all leather shell, and they're going to run, about $20 also. So not too bad. All right, so bats 24 to 26 inches, gloves 10 to 10 and a half inches, all leather shells, right? And your weight of your bat is going to be somewhere around 12 to 24 ounces, depending on what the drop is, okay? All right, we're going to move on to the next piece of equipment, helmets. We've all seen the funny videos on YouTube where the kid is running to first base and the helmet falls down on his face and he crashes. You really want to make sure that your player's helmet fits them appropriately. You can't just buy one, you have to try them on, and they come in different sizes, and they'll say one size fits 6.5 to 7.5 inches, one maybe 7 to 7.25, even larger than that. I will tell you from experience, much like shoes, just because it says it fits the size, different helmets fit differently. So it's important that you bring your player here and try these on. If you have a helmet that's too small for the kid, it sits up on top of their head, it feels weird, it's annoying, it doesn't work, and it doesn't protect them. If you get one that's too big, it's constantly banging around, it's falling down in front of their eyes, they can't see what they're doing. So just like the bats and the gloves, it's important that you find something that is appropriately sized so it fits comfortably on their head. It's going to be a little tight because it's got the padding inside. It's going to be a new feeling for them, but that's okay. Find the one that, I call it the shake test. You can put it on their head, have them shake their head back and forth. If the helmet kind of stays here or follows their head like this, it's too big. If it's sitting on top of their head like a crown, it's too small. So find the one that fits in that's comfortable. They're going to range anywhere from $29 all the way up to, $50, $60, $70. Don't spend $70 on a batting helmet on a T-ball kid, okay? I mean, unless they just absolutely love the color of it and that's what you want to do. So, and that happens, all right? So we got bats, we got gloves, we got batting helmet. You're going to get socks and belts that come with that from the league. They can wear their tennis shoes, but cleats are really cool and they have them that fit their size. I would recommend that you get cleats just because it makes them feel like they're some of the big kids. So I would definitely go that way. And it's the cutest thing you've ever seen. So that's it. So that's all you need for your T-ball kids. T-ball bat, make sure it's T-ball. The appropriately sized glove, 10 to 10 and a half inches with a leather shell, and a batting helmet, and you should be ready to go. Okay, last thing is fashion advice. This has to do with the pants, right? So you're going to get socks and belts, but they make a couple of different kinds of pants. Some of them, especially for T-ball kids, just have elastic and they don't have any belt loops, which means that you're going to have to go back to the store and try and find them because your belt has to go into these things. So for the littler kids, these extra smalls, they make them with the elastic on the waist. It's a little bit more comfortable for them and they can still fit their belts in there. They make some other ones that these are more like big kids ones. They still have elastic on the inside. It's just not the gathered elastic. And they're just a little bit nicer, a little bit more expensive. These are around about 10 bucks. These are a little bit more, but again, you get the coupon for these. But the biggest thing I can tell you is make sure you get pants that have belt loops in them so you have a place to put the belts. Otherwise, it's just going to look weird.